Do you want to record your own music but unsure of where to start? In this video, I'm going to break down every essential step you need to set up your first music studio. No fluff, no nonsense, just what you need to get started making great sounding music. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, I'm Todd and I hope you're having a great day. Getting into music recording can be both exciting and overwhelming, so let's simplify the process. First up, you'll need a computer and software. Now the good news is your current computer will most likely work out just fine to get you started. But you will need a DAW or digital audio workstation. This is the software you use to record and edit music. Now you'll hear many opinions on which one to use, and there are many. But some important things to consider are your budget, how you plan to make music, and if collaboration with others is important. And more good news, because you may be in luck. Many of you that are going to need to purchase an audio interface are going to find that it comes with a free DAW and other software. Today, most DAWs have gotten really good and they can help you create great music. But if you're planning to collaborate with others, using the same DAW can make sharing your projects a lot easier. You can also explore trial versions of the different DAWs to see which one feels right to you. Your audio interface is your studio's central hub. This device connects microphones, instruments, headphones, speakers, and other gear to your computer and converts audio back and forth between analog and digital. Now, interfaces are available with as few as one microphone input, but I recommend starting out with at least two to give you more options when recording. For a beginner, try models like the Universal Audio Volt 2, Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, Audient Evo 4, or the SSL2. These all have two inputs allowing you to connect microphones, instruments, headphones, and studio monitors. Now, if you're on a tight budget, you can look at a Universal Audio Volt 1 or a Focusrite Scarlett Solo. These have one mic input. And if your budget's a bit higher and you plan to record a band or use outboard gear in the future, an interface with more inputs and outputs such as the Audient Evo 16 or the Focusrite Scarlett 18i20 are good options. Of course, you can go much higher end, but analog-digital conversion has become so good in recent years that you'll need to spend a great deal more money to notice a significant difference, and there are other aspects of your studio that will make a far greater difference when you're getting started. I always recommend to spend your money where you're going to get the most impact. Now let's talk about one of the most underrated aspects of your studio setup, acoustic treatment, and it doesn't have to be expensive. And before you skip through to the next section, room acoustics can make or break your sound quality. Consider DIY acoustic panels, or you can invest in pre-made panels for a more polished look. Beyond sound, acoustic treatment contributes to the studio vibe that may spark motivation. And don't forget that what you already have, blankets, pillows, even furniture, can help you provide treatment in your studio space. Small changes drastically improve recordings. And remember, just because you may plan to use only headphones, if you're using a microphone for recordings, acoustic treatment is about recording quality. Let's talk about microphones. To start out, I recommend choosing between a dynamic and condenser microphone. Dynamic microphones like the Shure SM57 are versatile and work well with various instruments and even vocals. At about $100 US, the SM57 is a professional microphone you will find in just about every studio. On the other hand, condenser microphones excel at capturing detail for vocals and acoustic instruments. Some of my top recommendations for beginners include large diaphragm models like the Rode NT1, Aston Origin or Spirit, and the SE2200. For budget-friendly options, the Lewitt LCT240, Audio-Technica 2035, and the SE X1S, which is also available as a studio bundle including pop and reflection filters, are solid choices. In any case, if you're recording vocals, a pop filter is a must, and they too do not need to be expensive. If you plan on recording acoustic instruments only, a small diaphragm condenser model such as an SE7 or a Lewitt LCT140 are great choices. Both of these are available in pairs that'll give you more recording options. And the thing is though, is this is only a good way to start out if you're only recording acoustic instruments. If you're doing anything else, go back to one of my recommendations for a dynamic or a large diaphragm condenser. Now you need to hear what you're recording, producing, and mixing. Monitoring equipment is essential for ensuring your sound quality. Now at under $200, start with studio headphones like the Audio-Technica AT40 or 50X. The Atom Audio H200 is a newer model that I think is a really good choice. And of course, the Beyerdynamic DT770 Pros have been a staple in home studios for a long time. All of these will help provide accurate audio monitoring. Now these are flexible closed-back models that are suitable for both recording and working on your music. Open-back headphones have advantages for imaging and soundstage, but they can bleed sound into your recordings, and so for a beginner starting out, they're not always the best choice. If your budget allows, add studio monitors to take your sound to the next level. Entry-level models like the Atom T and Kali LP series are excellent choices. Remember to position your monitors at ear level for best results. Depending on your workspace, good monitor stands can be helpful, but they could be a future upgrade. Now don't forget the accessories because they make all this work. You'll need microphone stands. K&M stands are reliable, but budget options from Onstage work well too, and you never know what you may be able to pick up used. Don't skimp on cables either. This doesn't mean you need to go out and buy high-end. Cables such as Hosa Pro, for example, with repairable connectors will serve you well, and that's really the key here is repairable connectors. Now you'll need XLR cables for microphones, TRS or XLR cables for monitors, and a TS instrument cable for guitars, or a TS or TRS cable for keyboards depending on whether they have a balanced connection or not. More on that in a future video. And don't forget a desk or table plus a comfortable chair. You may have something already that'll work. Now, having these essentials will help keep your studio functioning smoothly so you can make music instead of worrying about how it's going to happen. From choosing the right gear to optimizing your room acoustics, every step plays a crucial role in building your creative space. I really appreciate you joining me today, and don't forget to check out my other videos for help setting up and using your new studio. Cheers, everyone, and I'll see you next time.